Hi everyone, I'm back. I had some dinner, something to drink, some cashew nuts. But I'm still tired. It's been a long day and it's about to get real. I'm have a bullet tournament coming up, and this is a very strong tournament in which Magnus Carlsen is rumored to participate. So that is going to be interesting. Um, I would show you the participants, but my kind of framing of the Leechess standard tournament page only allows for the top 10 players to be shown. And I'm embarrassed to say I am not among the top 10 ranked players. However, I do have a very good score against those guys. So I have some expectation of doing pretty well anyhow. I'm not sure I framed the screen correctly, but I'm not too familiar. Somehow I should be able to get just continuously the top games available to watch, right? But as it is, I'm having to go to the next one every single time. Follow. Maybe I can. No, that didn't work. Anyway, the tournament is starting in 15 minutes. I got my screenshot. I got people watching, people in the chat. Lurker! Is it possible to see all the former streams, or do I have to subscribe to watch? And I've made the executive decision that you have to be a subscriber to get the video on demand. And I'll be posting the my streams on YouTube, but with like a 3-week delay. So there's definitely some advantages to being a subscriber. Next at the top, Gnomes won the first match. Gnomes won the first match. We're leading the Eastern Division. It's all very exciting. And it went much better than I had anticipated. I thought it was going to be a really difficult match. Both teams had an opportunity to win, I thought. But in the end, we were comfortable winners. We won before the last 4 games even. I mean, after 3/4 of the match, we already had 8.5 points, and so we had won the match. So that was a fantastic start to the Pro Chess League season. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Are you sponsored by chess.com? Yes, I am. Hello, Hammer, says Hamviking. So I would do some practice games. It's just that I don't want to ruin my bullet rating even more, because I already have not as good a bullet rating I was kind of hoping for. And I really fear that if I do one of these 30-second bullet games, it's just gonna completely destroy my rating. Yulabuz asks, is Carlsen playing bullet tonight? And I believe he is. I believe most of the Norway Gnomes team is. So I think Magnus will come, but probably just like with the Pro Chess League, he'll be fashionably late. Okay, I mean, okay, let's do a game. Let's do a game. But I'm just warning in advance that this 30-second bullet thing, I'm not very good at it. But maybe I can increase my rating enough to get on the top 10 ranked players, and then we can do a participants list. I'm gonna be warning in advance that talking during the bullet games, I'm probably not gonna do. It's an incredibly strong field, and you're just gonna be massively punished uh, by by any mistake. And I don't see how I could stream and talk sense at the same time. So probably I'm just not gonna be talking instead. So I win a 30-second game, which is nice. So I'm gonna be dropping back to this screen all the time. But I think my framing is correct, right? Maybe I should frame it a little bit to the left. Drunkenstein, people think that Magnus is playing under a pseudonym. I don't know. I don't think he's trying to hide who he is. And I think people are expecting him to play. So I don't know. I think he's just not logged on yet. Danny the Donkey was his username the last time. That is correct. Danny the Donkey. Okay, so every time I go out of the game, you can see how I'm doing in the tournament. I guess that's a pretty good thing. I, I mean, every piece is visible, but maybe I should crop it a little bit on the left-hand side so that you have some space on the edges. That was a confusing move. I don't think I played this very well, but it should be enough. Does Carlsen ever play the Sicilian defense? Yes, I do believe so. I think he has done so multiple times. Yeah, people have been complaining about the audio the entire day. And basically, during the pro chess, I was screaming into the microphone. And today, I'm not going to. Well, for this, I'm not going to. Because I cannot possibly concentrate and be screaming at the same time. So I think basically the easy solution is that I'm not going to be talking a lot. I'm going to mostly let the games do the talking. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, this is so bad. And then I'm thinking as well, right? Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. So I dropped even more rating. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This 30-second thing is just so brutal. So brutal. Okay, so I think the solution will be I'm not going to be talking too much during the stream. I haven't been streaming too much Bullet previously, and I really don't see how I would be able to, especially at this level. I mean, there's going to be 2800s in the field, and I cannot play and talk at the same time. It's just not going to work. Um, but I have a pretty good score against the other top players, the top rated players. So I think my only issue is going to be I have a tendency of getting mated on the H file. So I might lose quite a few games to people I shouldn't be losing games to. But Bullet, I guess, is just fascination, right? That it's possible to play really fast. Castle queenside when they attack on the H file. That's actually very good advice. But I think if it was that easy, I would be able to kind of fix it. Agent JL Chess wants revenge. I mean, you're getting a chance for the revenge, right? I mean, it's just like we're starting in 4 minutes. You'll get your chance. Let me just win some games. Try to get my confidence up first. My basic strategy to bullet is going into an endgame, and then you can flag your opponents. It's pretty crude, but it works a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go to the tournament. So here we have the participants. I was ranked number 12, but I think if I refresh this page, I'm back down to 19. Because I lost that 30-second game. I can't see Magnus on the top. Maybe he has a new username. You cannot tell, but my score against Tang, who's Penguin, I'm down 6-7. Against Bomb Grenade, I'm up 4.5, 1.5. So I got a pretty good score against his top guys. 1-0 up against Pigeons. 2-2 against The Warning. I'm 0-2 against Toivok. That's going to be a tricky game. 0-2. Then I'm up 1 against 12 teen. Down 1. In general, there's nobody I'm afraid of, maybe except for Magnus. But But I have a tendency of dropping points. Yeah, bomber grenade is Karana. Well, so I've heard. I really crushed him the last time. They had the same bullet tournament last month, and I crushed him 4.5, 1.5. So that was I was pretty happy about that. But he finished way ahead of me in the standings anyhow, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Who is Magnus? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's one of the new users. We can go check. Drunkenstein. That is, everybody's thinking this guy is Magnus. I think we'll figure out soon enough. If he's winning all his games, probably it's Magnus. Name is in his profile. Okay, so Drunkenstein, does he also have name in his profile? The tournament is starting. 3 seconds. Stand by. You're playing. I'm not playing. Ah, here I am. Okay, this is the most annoying thing ever. Somehow, I'm getting every single move an alert. I'm getting an alert for every single move. That is the most annoying thing I have ever seen. I cannot play like this. How on earth did that happen? Yeah, I'm gonna lose this game because I'm getting alerts for. Yeah, it's too bad. How did that even happen? I don't understand. I don't understand how that's even an option. I mean, who would want an alert disrupting you every single move you make? That was poor choice of placement for my rook. Yeah. I'm gonna need to fix that. Ah, okay. Now I see. Okay, that was the worst possible start, but now it can only get better, right? the whole setup is getting me very confused. So I'm playing so bad. So bad. Ah, it's a pity. That is so poor. That is so poor. Okay, so somehow I lost the chat? No. And why am I not getting another game? I'm just confused at the beginning here, but I'm starting to realize I'm not gonna have any chance at following the chat. Did I lose my internet connection? No, I don't think so. I don't think it was supposed to make that sound. Okay, so it's the second win. The standings, who's in the lead? Drunkenstein is in the lead. I think we have a solid candidate for Mr. Carlsen. Johann Sebastian is also doing pretty well. And I feel like I'm not getting my games quickly enough. I feel like I should have less of a break. Those seconds when I'm waiting for a game, those could be kind of crucial. So I want my waiting time to be as low as possible. Yeah, this is going to be pretty passive. Attack! That's effective, on the other hand. Exchange, please. No? Yes. Thank you. Let's do some exchanging. Big fan of exchanging pieces. Then doubling. Let's do a check. Let's take this one. When given a free queen, you should take it. Those are words of wisdom. And now I'm getting the checkmated on the H file again. And this is kind of, it's my opening, right? So I don't want to switch it up. But at the same time, I do get checkmated more often than what I think is healthy. Check. Yeah, I should move it. Probably still move it. go backwards. Yes, thank you. Go back. Go back. Okay, 2 pawns up. That is very good. That was not very good. Neither was that. Wow, that is so poor. That is so poor. That was lucky, but yeah. I was winning that game fair and square, and then I just made a silly mistake and blundered my bishop. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to take back with the queen. That is so unnecessary. That is... I'm playing too quickly. I mean, why I shouldn't be playing so quickly, because now he's winning and he has so much time he doesn't even know what to do with all his time. Yeah. It's gonna be 2 hours of heartache. That's kind of how Bullet works. You lose a couple of games so unnecessarily, such a silly fashion, and then you get another game immediately, and it's so tricky to cope with having the loss and then having a new game just right away. I swear, last month I was playing much better than this. Just, I was doing so much better than this, and even then I didn't even come close to winning a prize. Much better than this, but no prize. Isn't that not a free piece? Maybe not. I didn't see that. played much better last week. Much better. It's not even funny. Much better. I don't know. I'm very impressed with these guys who do streaming and bullet. It's so tricky. So tricky. So I have some respect for those guys. And they're able to, answer phones, do commentary. I don't stand a chance. I can't do all that stuff. I'm barely managing not to blunder every single piece on the board. There I blundered queen takes g3. It's pretty bad. I'm blundering everything today. Okay, that was a big mistake. It's just incredible. 3 in a row. And I've been winning more than once. Maybe I'm just tired. Wow. I fell for such a cheapo. It's just so bad. Wow, this is pretty poor as well. That's pretty poor as well. Actually, he could have promoted to a bishop. I had a strategy there, but if he had promoted to a bishop, he would have won the game maybe. Because then I wouldn't be check. I was kind of relying on every time he promotes, I'll know, so I can just pre-move. But he would have promoted without a check if he had played promoted with a bishop. That would have been very sneaky of him. And I think it would have won him the game. I really should have anticipated that. I was about to say, this guy is not playing very well. And then I realized he's at 2200. And then I'm not even sure I'm going to win. So then I'm thinking I'm not playing very well. Yeah. I think maybe I'm just not playing very well. seems like a fair assessment based on how this has started out. Wow. Yeah, I'm way behind. 26 plate. It's incredible. It's incredible. Wow. I don't have any chance at following the chat. I'm sorry. I think that's just how it's gotta be. I'm not good enough at streaming bullet to have my focus 4 different places. Okay, this is a bit better. I'm just gonna take everything that's given to me. That I'm pretty good at. But now I had 3 losses in a row. Wow. And I'm already way behind. I mean, the leader has double amount of points. Smebu is saying that's what you get for sitting in the TV studio all day long. There's some truth to that. There's some truth. I'm not honing my bullet skills in that TV studio. I should be doing more exercise. And by exercise, of course, I mean bullet chess. It's the chess player's exercise. Okay, now I'm pretty solid. I was unhappy about my opening. But now I got my pieces where I want them. And I am doing exchanges. Because that's how I roll. And I'm doing exchanges and blundering pawns. Incredible. Usually I'm just such a beast in these endings. I don't know what to do. That wasn't a good move. Okay, I flagged him. It's bullet. You're allowed to flag people. Okay. That was kind of weird. I think most people can agree that some grandmaster putting his queen to be taken, that's kind of weird. Queen exchange, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I think it might be time to resign, Mr. Fighter Man. I don't care how well you fight. You're not gonna win this one. But I'm very happy you gave me some seconds of time to recover. Dr. Drunkenstein has lost his streak, while I'm still on mine. So things are looking up a little bit. Not too much. A little bit. Just the right, appropriate amount of looking up. Ooh, I'm gonna blunder my rook. I just have a feeling. This move looks good. Okay, took me some time, but I realized I could win a pawn. And now we're in a very good endgame, which is kind of what I do. It's got to be winning, but how? But how? I'm not gonna do that. He's being pretty clever, and I'm spending too much time. Are you kidding me? Wow. He recovered, I recovered, everybody recovers, but I lost my streak. That's too bad. I started thinking at some point. You should never start thinking in bullet chess. Never start thinking in bullet chess. It's never gonna work out. And this guy it's interesting. He has the same strategy as me. It's just that I'm blundering before him. Wow, I saw it coming and still it's just wow. I see it like 20 seconds. Well, 20 seconds is maybe too much, but right after he played it, I saw rook takes c3. It's just too late. Nothing to do. He's basically using my strategy of just exchanging everything. And when I'm usually the one pouncing on other people's blunders. But here's, I'm just two games in a row. I just blundered so bad. So bad. Yeah. I think actually I'm going to resign. This is going to be one of the very few games I'll resign. Because I wasn't on a streak anyhow, so losing that game is not that big a deal. But it feels so bad. Such an easy tactic, and I just went straight to it. And I had a losing position against that guy for the second time in a row. And he's playing such a bad opening, giving up his bishop. I mean, I should be winning against people who give up their bishop. But such is life. I blundered my knight. That is just insane. Okay, I blundered my knight and somehow I managed to save it. But that was so undeserved. I mean, I deserve to lose that game after blundering my knight. So bad. And I mean, he's coming for me. It's not like he has resigned this game. It's not like he's... Well, he's probably upset he didn't exploit my blunder, but he's still just playing quickly and I'm playing slowly and anything can happen. Should I be afraid of this? I shouldn't, but I should be, kind of. Shouldn't, but I should. He could have given a check there and he would have won the game. I'm all over the place. All over the place. And Magnus is playing so many more games. I'm playing long games and losing, and he's playing short games and winning. I assume it's Magnus. I mean, who else can it be taking such a commanding lead? Fabi, I was completely killing him last week. But I don't remember how. It just somehow I ended up winning my games against him. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm really crushing Fabiano every time. Sometimes you got a good grip on an opponent, I suppose. I'm very impressed with the people who manage to stream and talk and win at the same time. I mean, completely winning positions. Pawn up and bishop pair. And I managed to lose. It's just so insane. So sick. So sick. So sick. Was 4.5, should have been 5. No, I'm playing my stupid system and everybody knows it. And everybody knows how to beat it. Except Fabi, of course. I want to play Fabi every round. Somehow I always end up getting a good position against him. Fabi, Fabi, Fabi. There's prizes for top 5 players. So I'm actually not that far behind. Now I'm playing Gawain. It seems like the entire Tata Steel Chess tournament is playing in the the Blitz, the bullet. This time I'm not gonna blunder. But I tell myself that, and I'm probably gonna blunder anyhow. Ah, he blundered. He blundered. Yay! For once, I'm not the one doing the silly mistake. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I'm very happy. And even so, I'm on the defensive. Wow. I played a lot of bullet against Gawain as a kid. Played a lot of bullet against Gawain. It's nice to get one from him. No, I haven't played Magnus yet. And I do think that if I do, I'm gonna lose. He's looking very strong. He was very strong the last time as well. I'm starting to think he's just a very good chess player, but that's just me. That's just me. Okay, I'm officially confused by that A3 move. Yeah, I'm pretty confused. Ah, rook b7, that's his idea. So I'm losing. I'm losing to some guy I never heard of. So typical. I don't think he even played that well. Who was that guy? That was my streak. I lost my streak. Wow, this is so bad. I'm losing against these guys I have no idea who are. And it just seems like everybody knows what to do against my silly fianchettoing. And I just lose and lose and lose. Wow. It's depressing. Which one to take? kidding me? If I lose this, I'm gonna officially tilt. Declaring tilt. I wasn't on a streak anyway, so seeing as how I was losing on time, I think making a draw there was the right call. But it was not a good game. I was up by how many pawns? 4 pawns? Yeah, it's... Here's my thinking right now, that I'm tired from the get-go, whereas the other guys are going to get tired. So as long as I kind of just stay in the pack, I can be reasonably happy that I'm still in it, trying to, you know, do something. That was a strange maneuver. He's basically asking me to push my pawns. Yes, I would like to push my pawns. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'm strategically winning. And now I'm blundering something. It happens. It happens. That's not good. That's not good at all. Still probably strategically winning, but I'm not as comfortable as I was some moments ago. Yeah. Who is the second best in Norway? Are you better than Arjan? This is the time for provocative questions from the audience. They know how to time it. And I know how to speak and blunder at the same time. Wow. That is just so bad. I could have taken on F2. I could have gotten away with that. It's not very good. Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah, that's how it goes. I might actually be on a negative score. guess I should resign. I just glanced at the chat between games, and then I ended up playing an opening and blundering a pawn. And it's just such a bad start to the game, right? Such a bad start. And it haunts you. Haunts you down the entire game. So bad. Yeah, I'm confused. Probably I fell for a trap there. I didn't realize in time. I don't know. I thought I was fighting okay at some point, but ended up just being silly. How did he make that in time? How can we both have had so little time and made all those moves? I don't think that should have been even possible. And I thought I was fighting pretty well in that endgame. I mean, I blundered my pawns at some point, but I feel like every kind of sort of coin toss, every sort of unclear position, I'm losing. I'm not that bad a bullet player. I thought I'm pretty good. Well, clearly I'm not very good, but I thought it was okay. And now I'm just losing every single close encounter. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. It's a tricky, tricky game. Why did I move my bishop? And I gave him a passed pawn. Once again, I have this feeling I'm gonna lose some very close game. It's not a nice feeling to have. He had rook takes. Let me take that one. Oh, come on. Are you gonna really put your rook on pre? And then I might lose because of it? These guys here are just so quick, and I'm not used to needing to be so quick. I have one streak in the last 10 games. One streak win. It's amazing I'm even 13th. I mean, you'd think with that point score, I'm way, way, way behind. And now I'm playing one of those guys I'm losing against every single time. I'm being a bit defeatist, I realize, but I don't have good memories in these games. Winning knight endgame with pawn up. Surely I cannot mess this up, he said, naively. I probably can. I'm not sure how yet, but I'm pretty confident I can mess it up. Tricked him. I tricked him. I blundered my pawn. I did blunder my pawn. And then he blundered something in an attempt to avoid losing a pawn. He did something silly. He resigned. That was generous. Okay, so I'm still actually not that far behind the prizes. So there's a 5th place and 50 points. So I'm 6 points behind prizes, and there's 1 hour left. Could go. Probably will not, but that's how it goes. Can I win with an extra piece? Answer is, could work. Probably not. Probably not. Somehow I will blunder something. That's how it goes. C'est la vie. For a guy who was a piece up, my position isn't really very good. I mean, it's winning, but it's not good compared to where I was some moves ago. Still winning. Definitely winning. It's a streak win! Wow! 4 points for Hammer! I think that's going to be the commentary I do from now on. It's just going to be commenting how many points I have. And then it's going to be either a very upbeat voice or a very depressed voice. Blundering stuff. Blundering, blundering, blundering. It's a second streak win in a row. Yay! Now I'm getting checkmated again. I got into some trouble there, and it was not necessary. Not necessary at all. So now I need to confuse him. That mission was not massively successful. Some confusion I think I managed, but not enough. Oh, come on! He could have just taken my bishop. It's so sick. Ah, he's gonna win it anyway. He's not even playing very well. Okay, so I fell back a little bit there against a guy that was lower rated than me. So I mean, I'm losing to all kinds of guys of all levels, all sorts. And it is making me a little bit depressed. Because I was on a roll. I like being on a roll. I do. I'm not sure what's going on. I hope I'm not getting checkmated. I do realize it's a very distinct possibility, but I hope it's not gonna happen. I didn't get checkmated. That's nice. 3 points out of the prizes. 3 points is the magic number. But I'm not on a streak. But neither is too many other people. So things are looking up from kind of a pretty rough start. Except I blunder everything. For once, somebody didn't exploit my blunder. Self-pin. That's not good. No, I swear, I'm usually better than this. I'm having a bit of an off day. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm usually better than this. Here I'm blundering pieces every second move. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I blunder, he blunder. That is so bad. I deserved to lose that game, but the way it happened was just so sick. I'm not sure I should be streaming Bullet anytime soon. Because at this point I'm starting to think it's embarrassing. I don't even know who I'm playing against now, but I know I'm losing, so it doesn't really matter. Now I'm not losing. Now I'm happy. Happy, sad. Happy, sad. He resigned early. Wow, that is such a gift. He resigned early and now I'm just 2 points behind the prize. I'm just 2 points behind. Wow, and Penguin, or what's his name, Justin, is berserking. He's winning games by berserking. That is very impressive, actually. Because this is a tough field. I'm getting crushed on 3 different people. Wow. Berserking against these guys, that's seriously impressive. That move was not very good. F5. Wow. Maybe I should have gone f3 first. I considered it, but I wasn't sure. Booyah! Booyah! It's another win. I'm on a streak. If I win this next one, I'm actually in the prizes. And Magnus is tricked by a very tricky pre-moving guy. Sacrificed his bishop for nothing and got paid. So this is a guy who's basically playing my strategy, but so far this tournament he's just doing it in a better way than me. Because I'm the one making the blunders. And he's capitalizing on them. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? And he took that so fast, as if it was so obvious I would blunder like that. Wow. He was expecting me to just play the most idiotic, simple blunder in the position. How do you even prepare for that? I don't stand a chance. The guy is expecting me to blunder. Wow. How do you compete with that? I don't know how that happened. Wow! This guy is on an 8-game winning streak, the warning. I mean, he's basically using my strategy of playing some really boring stuff and hoping the opponent blunders. And every single time I'm blundering. And this time I just blundered an exchange in the most ridiculous way. And he took it, he took it in milliseconds. It's almost as if he knew I was going to do that. And how he knew that, I don't understand. Because, yeah, I don't know. Some guy, huh? I want to know who that is, actually. That was not a very good move. Knight d3. He's going to be upset with himself after that. So where is Mr. Caruana? He's nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen on the top. Two quick wins. We're back in business. We have the fire. The fire. The last two times I had it, I lost the next game, so I'm gonna be really focused for this one. Double points. Is that a piece? And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. But I'm still 4 points behind. And now I get Magnus. That's so typical. Do something crazy, please. Please do something crazy. He's enjoying himself right now. He's really enjoying it. Man, so bad. Once upon a time, I had an equal score against Magnus and Bullet. Once upon a time, I seriously considered myself a stronger bullet player than he was. I don't know what happened the last couple of years, but he's gotten pretty good. Suddenly I'm 7 behind. 7 behind 5th place. Just suddenly it just went out of my reach. feels like a bad move, but I don't know how to punish it. The warning lost the game. That's good news for me. Okay, it's looking up. It's looking up. That's a streak win. I'm 4 points behind 5th place. I think 5th place is what I'm the best I can do. Then I get a prize. And this upper Svegen, he's ahead of me. But just barely. I don't think he's that good. So maybe this is my chance to get back into the fold. And do something crazy. Yeah, no. That's not very crazy. That's boring. That means he's gonna try to flag me. Because that's what these elite chess guys do. You play some boring stuff and they don't want to draw. They want to flag you. They want to flag you every single time. And I'm just gonna annoy him by going for the draw. Wow. How is that even possible? I was so focused on not getting flagged, I didn't notice that I was more than 10 seconds ahead. And then I ended up letting myself getting drawn into a losing endgame. That is incredible. That is just so sick. And it was while I was on my streak. I was on my streak against one of my main competitors. And I lost something that should never ever be lost. That is pretty depressing, actually. This guy is berserking against me, which is... I don't even know how to start trying to explain that, because I don't think you should be berserking against me. I mean, I'm not that quick, but I'm not that bad either. I blundered my bishop. That is just so sick. That is just so sick. I was on a streak, and he wasn't even on a streak. He had lost his streak. Wow. I don't know. Your thinking gets just weird in these situations. Okay, so that's 2 wins against somebody playing bishop h6. Those wins come in really handy. Really handy. Suddenly I'm just 2 points behind 5th. I mean, I'm getting confused by how quickly it changes at the top, even when I haven't been doing that well. I mean, it's not like my last couple of games have been highlight reel stuff. But apparently I still managed to claw back at the leaders with it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that. It was completely unnecessary. Somehow I felt the need to confuse him, but there was no need. I was doing just fine without giving away a piece for nothing. Well, it wasn't even a piece, it was a rook. I didn't need to give away that rook. I thought it was going to confuse him. And the truth is, it probably did. But I mean, it's not super helpful winning with I could have won in a kind of, normal fashion. But instead I chose to just give up a rook for nothing. He had over 15 seconds left. I missed knight f5. I missed knight f5. Okay, if I'm gonna get Magnus, I might as well get him when I'm off a streak. So that I guess that's okay. No! Are you kidding me? Rook up, and all I needed to do was simplify. Are you kidding me? Rook up. Just trying to simplify. I was giving up a rook to simplify, and I ended up losing well, everything. Everything I lost. I lost a rook, and then I lost something, and then I lost another thing, and then it's insane. I'm just gonna resign. I don't want to. I'm not on a streak anyway. I was never gonna survive that. 3 losses in a row, one of which against Magnus after being a full rook up and both players having 10 seconds left. Could have moved my king. I would have won. But no. Why would I do that? Trapping my own knight on the edge. That's my style. Having the chance to save my knight and not taking it, I did that as well. 3 losses in a row. And it's not getting any easier. Even when he makes massive blunders and I get some counter chances, it's just not enough. Four losses in a row. Still half an hour left. I was doing very well at some point. I could still get back there. I wonder if the pairings take into consideration that I have lost basically every game the last couple of rounds. It would be nice, kind of, if you get on a bad streak and you get slightly easier opponents. I'm laughing, but I'm crying inside. Bullet is just so brutal. It just sucker punches you every single time. Every single time. Do you believe, Mr. Oscar, that I am going to flag you in this endgame? Because I believe so. I really do believe. Probably I shouldn't have gone there, but who's checking? Maybe you're gonna flag me when I go overboard. Yeah, probably. No. We're gonna make a draw. I think that kind of fits the way my day has been going so far. This guy is not very good. And so I kind of wonder, why am I losing to this guy? It's probably because I'm playing very, very, very poor openings. I should play some proper openings. But I've tried that before. It doesn't really work out for me. I play the one move that's made in 3, right? That's how my day has been going the entire time. Play the one move that's... I was up more than 10 seconds on the clock. Just play any normal move, I win the game. I play the move that checkmates myself, and I'm still just I made one draw in 6 games. And I'm still just 4 points behind. Wow. I won a couple of those games already, but the one time I actually needed the quick points, and I fell for it. It's just so silly. Let's resign. Still 4 points. I think we're approaching one of the biggest tilts in televised chess. Oh man. Oh man. As long as I'm not putting people around myself in the standings, it's okay, right? But 7 losses out of the last 8 is pretty bleak. My God. Okay, I'm gonna play some normal-ish opening. Okay, this is amazing. First normal opening, I'm already crushing the guy. Okay, I have a new strategy. New strategy. From now on, only good, solid, normal openings. Of course, I blundered massively. That happens. Two draws in 10 games. That is Hammer. You're watching Hammer making draws in bullet and still being 4 points from a prize after having lost 8 out of the last 10 games. I don't know how that's even physically possible. I mean, that is some I must have been doing so well before going on this slightly mad losing binge. It's not really that I enjoy losing, but I'm very good at it. Very good at it. We try to do what we excel at, and I apparently excel at doing silly stuff in pretty decent positions. Please do not take my pawn. Thank you. Did he trick me? Yeah. Tricked me 3 times. And that was against a guy who was pretty much on the same amount of points as me. So that one hurt. That one hurt proper. My first win in 12 games, I think. Finally! Finally. The strategy has been working for so long, Mr. The Warning. But finally, you are the one to make the blunder. And I am going to win this game. Thank you! Okay, I think that was our 4th game, and I had lost the last 4 games. We were just doing exchanges, and then somebody blunders. This time it was his turn. I don't know who it is. Suddenly I'm ninth. I'm ninth, but I only have 4 points up. Had I won that game, I would have been in the prizes. This is basically what happened last month as well. I was very close, and then some important games at the end I lost and ended up right outside the prizes. Are you kidding me? It's not that just that I blunder, it's just so simple blunders. And those are the most annoying blunders. Are you kidding? No, this is just how it's working for me now. How many milliseconds did he have left? And I managed to repetition. Repetition. Whew. It's insane. Repetition. Huh. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. No, I didn't lose some time. It was a draw by repetition. Not that it mattered too much, but I didn't lose some time. It's even worse, I suppose. Ah, I missed it. And that was against one of my main competitors. And now we're getting low on time. 5 more minutes for the tournament. Okay. Comeback time. 4 more points. Okay, now I'm just gonna do very tricky, weird openings. That's gonna be my strategy. Move! I need you to move, dude. I need you to do something. Okay, that'll work. That was massively underserved, but I got a win for my opponent not making a move. Now I have a streak and I'm 2 points behind. So if I focus, I'm not going to be talking for the entire stream now. I'm 5 points behind. And if I beat Fabi, I can get a prize. As you should. If you beat Fabi. I'm not sure I deserved that, but I got a win. And now I'm 5 points out from a prize. So my opponent here has already secured himself a prize. So he's playing some wacky stuff because he's already happy. And I really should be able to exploit that by getting a prize myself. But he's not just resigning, he's playing. Wow, that's... Did you guys see that? That was pretty Ooh, actually, that was pretty cool. Castling with the king on. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm not playing very well. I don't think I have a chance anyway because I need more than this game. I need one more game after this. And I just don't see that happening. Okay, I need one game in 50 seconds. If I win a game in 50 seconds, I will win a prize. Fifth place. I need one game in 40 seconds. 40 seconds. 30 seconds. I need to win this in 30 seconds. Well, I'm going for it. I'm not sure it's gonna help. I need to do some kind of get him to do a pre-move mistake. Yeah, no, 9 more seconds. So close, but yet so far. Yeah. Okay, time's up. Time's up, and I didn't manage to get the win. I think I'm gonna finish in 6th place, which is the most annoying thing ever. My opponent thinks this isn't rated. I don't know what he's thinking. 6th place, the first place that don't get a prize. 100% deserved, says Groger. I have no idea what he's saying, but if you're saying that it's deserved that I did not get a prize, I can only say that I agree. I played terrible. I'm very happy to finish 6th because I don't think I deserved to get this many points. At one point I had no wins in 12 games. That was pretty sick. Pretty sick. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the chat, and if people have something I missed during, please say it now. Best stream, says Linnelam. Thank you. I love you too. Do you know what the prices are from 5th place to 1st? So the 1st place is $1,000. It should have been 500, but Magnus won last time and donated his 500 first prize to the next event. And probably, I guess he's gonna do it once again just to kind of in your face to people. But yeah, first prize 1,000, second prize 250, 125 for third, 75, and if I had won a game undeservedly at the end, I would have gotten a $50 5th place. I really would like to ask about not doing any commentary, because during these games I had no chance at saying anything and kind of describing the games, and I would really like to hear some feedback on how that was and what I can do differently in the future. Thank you to Simon and Alhu, who's looking forward to the chess broadcast tomorrow. If you are Norwegian or understand Norwegian or just want to look at Norway doing chess on TV, Magnus is playing black against Peter Svidler tomorrow. We will be broadcasting from 1:25 p.m. on TV2 Sports kanalen, or sumo.tv2.no. So you can watch at sumo.tv2.no, but you will need a Norwegian IP address, and you will also have to pay, I don't know, like $12 for a month subscription. Quality of play is more important than comments, says Morph Pauly. And then I have to ask you, did you watch me play? Because quality of play was not massive, I think. But I I appreciate I appreciate you coming and watching, and yeah. Focus on the games, drop comments, says Sis. That's interesting. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Cause I feel like just watching me play Bullet. I mean, you could watch with me playing Bullet every time, but is it that interesting to see what kind of moves I'm pre-moving? I guess essentially that's the only information you get, right? How I'm pre-moving, and how I'm being incredibly angry with losing games. And I can really assure everybody that I would be normally much, much more aggressive and angry. But I've been trying to restrain myself for the stream. No positivity, please tilt, says the Jugert. So tilting is attractive television on stream. That is actually a very solid tip, because tilting is one of my biggest expertise. I don't mind commenting as long as I don't get the feeling that the streamer is distracted. Yeah, no, I think I would be distracted. I remember this one game I started saying something and I blundered the very next second. But I'll try to do some bullet streams in the future for sure, and I'll keep all this feedback and think about it for the next time. It's nice to watch someone who is sincere, says Highboard. That is, I think, a compliment. Thank you. But at the same time, yeah, when I'm angry, you can see I'm angry. So I'm not sure if it's sincerity or just being an open book, being so easy to read. When is next time? That is an excellent question from Slegefoss. Um, my next scheduled stream is on Monday. It's the next Tata Steel rest day, and it's going to be in Norwegian. We're going to be talking a bit about how the tournament is going for Magnus, look at some highlights. If you watched the other rest day stream earlier, it's going to be very similar to that. So Monday at 5 p.m. is going to be a new stream. Is Magnus going to stream ever? Asks, why is the rum gone? It's a very nice Pirates of the Caribbean reference. The first Pirates film is so much better than all the others. Actually, I like the first hour of the first Pirates film. I think it's just fantastic. I love it. Is Magnus going to stream? I don't know. I think so. Magnus is the kind of guy who does a bit of goofy things just to try it out. He's playing Bullet and Pro Chess League on his Tata Steel rest day. So I think he's the kind of guy who would take a challenge, and I'm almost gonna guarantee that at some moment in his life, Magnus will be streaming, and when he does, it's gonna break the internet, because I mean, he's such a beast. You see it in the tournament, right? Nobody is even close to Magnus. So Magnus is Dr. Drunkenstein, and I lost 2 games against him. I was winning in one of them, and that's gonna haunt me for a little while. Yeah, quite some time actually. Do you play other games other than chess? I actually had that question earlier today, and I answered. I've played some Civilization, but I'm not very good. And then this other guy was saying, "Oh, please do Civilization, even though you're not very good." So maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't know. It's a good game, Civilization. It's a very good game, but it's more complicated somehow than chess. Because chess, you have some set rules and limits, and there's just so many possibilities. Does Magnus often trash talk, like the too weak, too slow video? Yeah, he's a bit of a trash talker. I would say so. Yeah, he likes he likes winning and he likes humiliating his opponents. But then again, who doesn't? I mean, some of the games here where I was, crushing the guy, I was having such a blast, and that's part of being competitive, I think. Heiborg asks, "Do you think Penguin will be in this year's Blitz and Rapid in Saudi Arabia?" I don't know. If he didn't play last year, I don't see how he's gonna play next year. I guess it's a rating issue. Civilization 5, yeah. Civilization 5, Civilization 4. I've tried Civilization 6, so I need to work a bit on that because I haven't really gotten the hang of it. But Civilization 5 is, yeah, my game. It got especially good with the expansion pack. It's basically a new game with the expansion pack, and it's so good. Well, I mean, how could it be a rating issue? Asks Livatera, and well, he needs to have the FIDE rating. I mean, you can have a brilliant internet rating, but you need to be high rated in the FIDE rankings to qualify for the FIDE World Cup. So I don't know what his Blitz rating is in FIDE. I don't know if there are many FIDE rated Blitz tournaments in the US. But yeah, I suppose he could organize some tournaments and try to get his rating up. Gissa doesn't like the graphics in Civilization 6. I don't know, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. And some of the elements are much better. Like the fact that you cannot move your scout when you kind of lose the rest of your turns, I think that's a big improvement. I mean, it makes the game much more difficult, but it's how it should be. Because, I mean, I've gotten used to cheating, going up on the hill at the end of every turn to get that extra view with the scout. But I think for instance, is an improvement on the 6. He needs to play more over the board. Yes, that is correct. So, what's his name? Justin? I don't know. Tang. I think his name is Tang. Penguin. Yeah, he beat me, I think, twice, and I lost. He won twice, and I won once. I can live with that. Andrew Tang. Andrew Tang, yeah. No, he'll need to play some Andrew Tang. But why is he playing here? Doesn't he have some kind of important Pro Chess League match? Or doesn't that start until now? I thought he was on the Minnesota Blizzards team. Actually, I have a bit of an announcement. I'm going to be writing about this otherwise, but I'm going to be playing a chess 960 match against Bartholomew. Um, so we're going to do a match on February 1st. You heard it here first. No, I don't play StarCraft. Basically, any game in which you have to be quick, kind of bullet chess included, I'm not very good. Or I feel like I'm not very good. So I like the civilization kind of thing that you can sit down and take 20 minutes on one turn. The other stuff, it just gets to my head. Minnesota game is in 1 hour. Okay. So he's going to be in time for an important first round Pro Chess League game. When? February 1st, match against John Bartholomew. So have we spoken enough about Penguin Andrew Tang, Civilization 5, Magnus Carlsen being a beast in anything that has to do with chess? Hearthstone, no, I never. I know that Svidler plays it and Rendell, but I don't understand what the concept is even. No, I think it's time for Magnus to go to bed. It's midnight in Europe and he has a big game tomorrow, Black against Peter Svidler. So if he now continued doing some bullet blitz playing against Andrew Tang, that would be a bit too much, I think. I want to see you go through the Magnus game move by move and just see your misery. Actually, we can do that. We can do that. No, it's being slow. It's being very slow. If I found the game, we could have done that. Because I'm kind of curious how easily I was winning. Probably I will have to go on nationwide TV tomorrow and say that I lost to Magnus with a rook up. And people are going to be very impressed that I was winning against Magnus. But at the same time, it would be cooler if I could go to the broadcast and say, yeah, I beat Magnus yesterday. No big deal. Yeah, I had fun. I was doing some stream. And then we could do the kind of whole stream highlights. And this is the moment Hammer beats Carlsen. And then kind of just not mention that Magnus won the tournament. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Okay, so that was the issue. Carlsen. Quite a lot of games. Okay, so here's a computer analysis. So apparently I was dead lost in the opening after knight c3. I thought I was playing pretty creatively. Knight d5, check, move the king, queen back, knight here. Okay, -2. It's not a great opening advantage, but here Magnus made a blunder. He made a blunder, but I didn't dare take his rook. So I went with the queen instead. He moved his... Yeah. No, I mean, it's a very complicated game. Oh, bishop e5. And then queen d1 checkmate. That would have been a good move. He didn't do that. I went here. King d1 mistake. Queen takes f7. I didn't even see that possibility. Wow, that's not good. I was trying to go into the endgame. That is my go-to bullet strategy, going into the endgame. +2. Back with the king into the center. Rook e5. Apparently bishop b4 is winning. e4, big blunder. f5, big blunder. I'm not sure why. Bishop f4 once again. And this is the moment. Here I'm 10 seconds behind, but I realize I have a winning position because I'm threatening rook takes c7, which removes the defender of the bishop on d6, and then I'm gonna win. And I was expecting him to do this, right? I was expecting this line, and then I go rook takes c7. And I'm probably gonna win. At the very least, I'm gonna draw, right? So when he goes rook h6, it's just a sick move. Because it's just no good. And so I take back on e4. That's okay, I guess. And then after rook here, I was supposed to take this one? Wow. Okay, but something like king f2, and I'm just an exchange up. And at this point, we both had 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left. So takes, and now not the decisive error. Bishop takes d6, and it says I still have so many pawns for the queen that even though I blundered my queen with bishop takes d6. And then I have this position, 13 seconds against 13. But I'm losing my queen no matter what I do. And yeah, I just panicked. Yeah. And then I lost with the queen down. You should bring some of the energy and yelling you have on your stream to the TV2 studio. Have you seen me do the Blitz and Rapid? I think part of the energy is just having the intensity of the game. So I think it's very difficult to get that same energy in the long time control games. Because you're kind of, you know what moves are coming, or you're just waiting for stuff. And it never really gets to the exciting point where you don't know what's going to happen next. And that's, I think, one of the very cool things about doing broadcasts with Blitz and Rapid is that you can be blown back by the moves, and you can nice computer, 7 million notes per second. But it's not my computer doing this. It's the cloud. It's the Lichess cloud. I don't think it's my computer. Yeah, I had him, Lindelam. I really, really had him. I have played against Eric Hansen. I'm going to be playing quite a bit against Eric Hansen the next month. I'm doing the Arena Kings tournament on chess.com. And Eric is going to be doing that a bit as well. So we'll probably be playing each other a lot then. Okay, I think I'm losing some Norwegians to the fact that it's midnight. Your Wi-Fi connection must be very good to play that tournament. I don't know. I actually had big lag issues last month. So I think I played much better last month, but I didn't have as many internet issues. Because I'm not on a wireless network, which I think just helps quite a bit. I'm going to try to bring Magnus on the stream at some point. Hansen is overrated, says Isolda. I don't know, he's pretty good. In Blitz, he's a beast. Not Carlsen beast, but for our level, the kind of sub-Carlsens, he's pretty good. Thank you to Bolsio, who says it's amazing to see Hans Olav and I commenting together. I think I'm gonna call it a night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. My next stream in English will probably be on Sunday. It's not announced yet, so I'm gonna have to make a decision, but probably I'm gonna do some streaming on, is it Sunday or, yes, on Sunday. I might be doing a stream. I'll make sure to announce it on Twitter. It'll get into the events thing on my Twitch channel. I'm definitely streaming next Wednesday for the chess.com Arena Kings tournament. So do stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter to make sure that you always get notifications when I'm going online. So thank you, everybody, and good night.